Greetings again. So I decided I was debating with myself to record gameplay or to record a vlog, and I decided to go with a vlog only simply because it is Friday. I'm not sure what time the Scarlet Hollow stuff is gonna drop for me. I know they stay like 10 o'clock, but that's probably more 10 o'clock their time, Black Tabby Games time, than England time, but I don't know, we'll see. We have about a half an hour before 10 o'clock here. Um, but I did want to talk with you guys because fingers crossed, I think I figured out what the issue is. I'm not entirely sure. um but I tell you guys, researching computer issues, especially for the MacBook, is not fun. Um, so I don't know how many of you guys, if any of you guys have MacBook computers or Apple computers or Apple phones at all, but researching why is this not working? Uh, like, I spent most of yesterday trying to figure out what the issue was. I thought I got it fixed like the day before yesterday, and so I tried to record some gameplay, and the same thing happened. And what's really weird is it'll still record, and like sometimes it'll be fine, and then other times it won't be fine. And so, and I still have no definitive idea of why this happened. But apparently, so one of the sites that are really, or at least try to be helpful, is Apple.com, and then go to support and then type in your question. And even then, like, it took a while. Like, I couldn't, like, the exact solution to my problem didn't just pop up. But I had to do some looking in, like, similar situations. But hang on a sec. I have a bit of a cough. I don't know if I got a cold or what the issue is. But, anyway, so, but yeah, so I did some looking, and so apparently what happens is, because I had my laptop set up, my QuickTime Player set up, so that it would automatically, if I were doing a screen recording, it would automatically go to the desktop. But apparently, and I'm guessing it's with the new OS, because like I said, I had to upgrade to the newest OS, which is Tahoe. And, so I'm assuming it was because of that, because there haven't really been any other updates, on my laptop. since then. And so I'm assuming what happened, because with Tahoe, they moved some things around. They changed what you click on in order to change things or edit settings or whatever. It's like, I don't normally mess with that kind of stuff. Like I still have the beach screensaver, not screensaver, but backdrop picture that came with Tahoe. And so it's like, normally I don't mess with stuff like that, but apparently what happened is it also included QuickTime Player in that. And QuickTime Player, like I said, usually just have to manually click on desktop on one thing. Like you click screen recording, the little bar pops up at the bottom of the screen, and you make sure it's for the whole screen or part of the screen or whatever you want, and then you click where you want your video to go after it's done. And what I always liked about QuickTime is, like, you have to save if it's like a recording like this, but if it's a screen recording, it saves automatically. So, no idea why it does that. I have no idea. So, but I've just noticed that it happens. So, usually all you have to do is go to options, click desktop, or even before that bar shows up, you can go to QuickTime Player, change the destination to desktop, and it'll automatically do it. Yeah, apparently, I'm assuming it's the new OS. I'm assuming it's Tahoe, since they changed other settings and other buttons. But yeah, so apparently you now have to click both on QuickTime Player, and then when the little bar shows up, you have to click again on desktop. And I wasn't doing that, I was just clicking on QuickTime Player when I bring up the application. And so that's why I wasn't recording. Now, I still have no idea why it would record sometimes, but wouldn't record other times. And I'm just wondering, because looking at the, reading through the threads about Tahoe and QuickTime and all that, I found a lot of people saying something about it re-indexing. And again, I have no idea what that means personally, but I'm assuming that has something to do with the computer system adjusting and being like, okay, we gotta add these functions in there, we gotta add these new buttons, these steps, but now we gotta mesh them with what people are used to, what people have been doing. And so I'm just wondering if that was the issue. But again, I don't know for sure. Oh, and also, there was something about, and I can't remember what it's called now, but apparently there's also another thing that automatically comes up that you have to click off um to do, and it's something like, if you read through it, you won't even know. Like, I don't even know what it means, what it has to do with anything. But apparently they added that because I don't remember this option being a part of how I used to do it in the past. And so so apparently you have to go in, you have to click desktop in two places, and then click this one, and it's like halfway down on the options menu. And so you click that, turn that off. And so last night I did a little bit of a quiet recording of Tiny Bookshop, and guess what? It worked. So, and again, like, I don't know if it has to do with the, I don't know if it's just shorter videos, because I only recorded for like a little bit, just to see if it worked. And it seemed to work. It definitely worked. Like, it came up as usual. I didn't have the infinite loop of buffering. And so I was just like, okay, so something is going on. So we can keep going with Tiny Bookshop. We can go back to Chef RPG, which I know you guys have been waiting for, and I apologize for that. I just got super excited. I really love Tiny Bookshop. I think it's a very easy game for the most part. It's very casual, but it's very cozy in a different way, you know. And we will keep going with Echoes of the Plum Grove. Hopefully that'll work. And but yeah, we have different games, and we'll go back and forth if you want to, or we can stick with one game and go, Like I said, my problem with like Echoes of the Plum Grove and Chef RPG and Stardew Valley is they're more long form games. It's like you break them apart in pieces, and it's like, or it's a lot of people who do Stardew Valley that I follow. They do more videos like about things in Stardew Valley, but they don't necessarily play Stardew Valley. So it's more like, oh, I wonder why this happens, or theories about certain characters, or whatever, or like Nino Keto, who I'm assuming still streams Stardew Valley and content like that, but yeah. So he does. So anyway, I'm still a little tired. Didn't sleep all that great last night. And so I'm still a little tired, but I'm also can't sleep anymore. So it's like I'm up, but I kind of don't want to be up, if that makes sense. But anyway. But yeah, so I decided we're probably going to hold off until next week to get back to one of our games because it's Friday. Saturday we'll be going to see Ash Nikki and have D&D at their house and everything. And so I won't have a chance to upload anything then. And I also have decided I think I'm probably gonna wait because, like I said, I don't know for sure when the Scarlet Hollow new episode is gonna drop. And also, if it's gonna drop in 2 parts, which one is supposed to be today at some point, and the other is supposed to be on the 20th of February. So I figured what I might do is just wait until the whole thing drops, and then we can break it up from there and we can keep going. Besides, I kind of want to, I have a lot of playthroughs, and I kind of want to try a couple of them and, see what changes and what doesn't, and what's new, and what, I kind of want to experience that for myself. But I would highly recommend you guys, if you want to, and if you have the money, to go support Black Tabby Games. And like I said, they have Slay the Princess, and they have Scarlet Hollow, and I have not played Slay the Princess yet, but I have seen other people play it, and it is a really good game. And I highly recommend that one, and I highly recommend Scarlet Hollow. Slay the Princess, in my opinion, is more like a story. It kind of reminds me of a storybook, if that makes sense. It's here's a story of and how it always starts with, spoiler alert if you haven't played, cover your ears, turn away, or mute me. But, it always starts off with, you're on a path to a cabin in the woods. I mean, what does that sound like? That sounds like the beginning of a story or a fairy tale. And it's yeah, I think that's what they were going for. Like I said, not 100% sure, I don't know, but in my opinion, that's what I get from it. It's it's a once upon a time kind of situation. But the other thing is, but like I said, Scarlet Hollow is more it's a story too, but it's more of a modern day story. Slay the Princess is more like a fairy tale, whereas Scarlet Hollow is more pretty much perfect example, in my opinion, if you tune into the Lord Lodge, because they do true crime and that kind of stuff. They also do ghost stories and what talk about the Wendigo. They talk about Bigfoot. They talk about myths and legends, that kind of thing. And I find that fascinating because you never know what you're gonna get when you click on the video. And it's and I always the 2-8-ins talk about the history of whatever section they're in. They always talk about which American Indian tribe, which Native American tribe lived in that area, or what, or that kind of thing. They always talk about, and here's the history, and, this is what we think happened, and this is what's been recorded, and all that stuff. And so, yeah. So, the TLDR, too long didn't read, is that I think, keep your fingers crossed, but I think for the most part, I figured out why the videos weren't recording. Like I said, I still have no idea why they weren't recording. Like, I have no idea what the difference is, but I think it has to do with the new operating system, the Tahoe. But again, like I said, I'm not 100% sure. All I know is what I see and what I've been able to read through, help me, this doesn't work threads. And like I said, probably not gonna record any gameplay video today for the two reasons that, like I said, this weekend we're gonna go play D&D tomorrow, and I probably won't have time to upload and upload it before Keith gets home today. And also, I'm highly tempted to wait to play Scarlet Hollow episode 5 for you guys once everything drops, once everything is in and connected and all that. So, hopefully you guys don't mind. Sorry for any of you guys who were expecting a video today. I do apologize. Again, like I said, I still don't know why any of the technical issues have been happening, but at the same time, I'm just like, okay, it's like, I think we've got it figured out. We've at least know what to do. Like, I at least know what to do in order to get a video recorded and stuff. So, I'm gonna keep doing that, and hopefully that'll work. If it doesn't, I will pop back on and let you guys know. And again, like I said, I'm sorry. It's one of those things where it's like, I personally have had to learn stuff about computers on my own, and not just since moving here, but all my life I've had to, I've been the type to be like, oh, this isn't working, let's see what could be the problem, that kind of thing. And so, but yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, things will be back to normal and I should be able to record more videos. But there will be a game coming, hopefully on Monday or Tuesday of this next week. But yeah, in the meantime, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for sticking with me and being patient through all this technical difficulty issue. Take it easy, and I love you guys, and I will talk to you later.